What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? Look, I'm just checking to see who got their notifications on, y'all. Hey man, we're gonna have a good time tonight, y'all. Telling you, this is about to be dope. This is about to be dope. Let me see them flame emojis. Where everybody watching from? Yeah, and we doing a giveaway tonight too. What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? We got New Orleans in the house. We got Texas in the house. We got Cincinnati. Damn, we got Huntsville. We got oh man, we got everybody in California. Y'all flooded this mug. God damn. Hey, look, I ain't even gonna pretend like I can read that fast, but I love it. I love it, yo. We gonna vibe out tonight. Have a good time. Y'all ready? Put them flame emojis if y'all ready. You know what I'm saying? Look, I couldn't wait to put this sweater back on again, man. I was just like, yo, before we end this month, I gotta go ahead and do a live. So go ahead, smash that like button. I bet. Look, I'm about to go ahead and start this thing. I set this up. It's a pretty decent video, so we should have a good time tonight, man. And make sure y'all tell the truth about how y'all feel about this video, though, for real, because I feel like they're playing right in everybody's face, and if you believe in certain things, they done really tried, y'all. Let's get into it. Oh man, how did I do that? Go back. There we go. I almost messed it up, y'all.
But on this one, I'm just not gonna do it. So I'll give the finger to your checkerboard in their place. I don't care for you. Go worship your bull. I mean, Snoop, you used to be cool to me, but this, come on, man. And let's not forget what London did for their opening ceremony. Yes, that's hospital beds. Yes, that's... oh. So maybe I'll just entertain you with this about the Mayan calendar, about a portal, about this. Oh, is that Paris, France? Is that the Collider? Because I'm really getting tired of showing this. When you want to sit here and lead to it of something like this of being a mockery to God. At least when I watched this, I knew what was coming. But watching this, oh, I still know what's coming. You ain't gonna like it. Everyone, take care. God bless. I'm not watching a dime of this.
C'est Philippe Catherine. Ah mais c'est Philippe Catherine. Comment tu veux qu'un étranger
That's
sache en
wow.
France qu'on est complètement barge ou pas? Je sais moi. Qui a dit les gars, j'ai une idée de bâtard? On se trouve dans un plateau.
He can't believe this shit.
Avec un gueule de record devant là. Sérieux, c'est pas honteux? C'est les JO quoi. Mais ça demain sur les réseaux, parce qu'il y a que français. Non, 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 non. C'est ce qui se passe en bas, il me dégoûte des écrans.
Once you begin to see how words and terms and symbols are used, and the powers that be in this world have set up a world of symbols and emblems and terms and catchphrases. Once you understand how this system works, for the first time, the world opens up to you. All of it is right in front of you. But if you don't understand what the words are and what the words mean, you're never going to figure out how this stuff works. There's a very sinister, frightening, interesting symbolism that has been imposed upon this country, and the people have no idea in the world what's going on. And I will guarantee you, no matter how educated you might think you are, I will guarantee you, you have no idea in the world how the world actually works. You need to understand that when even on your check, when you're writing a check, the place where you put your name on a check, look at that line, what you're signing on, and get a magnifying glass, and you will find that's not a solid line to sign your name on. That is written, it's a typewritten sentence that's been honed down to microscopic size. Get a magnifying glass and read on a check what is said, where you sign your name. One of the most interesting symbols in Buddhism was a magic wand. Magic wands were always made out of the wood of a holly tree, made out of holly wood. And we're still seeing the magic of the wood of the holly tree. Hollywood, motion pictures, television. I have discovered many years ago that words and magical systems dominate the world that we live in. There is, in point of fact, a magical matrix at work. I've always been interested in the occult. Occult is simply a word meaning hidden, and so much of our powers in this world and the way things work are hidden. And the more one looks at this subject of how the world actually works, you begin to see that there's a magical system, and I'm telling you, there really is a magical system dominating the world of the Western civilization. And for 1,000 years before the Roman Empire existed in Northern Europe, basically Western Europe, there was a magical priesthood called the Druids. And the Druids still even exist to this day. And it was a very legitimate political, social, educational, religious institution dominating Europe for a whole court. But the Bible, but if so,
yeah, I get the point.
Dr. Richard's citizen journalist, who we've had spying on the White House for a while, and every night he rides his bicycle around town to tell us what's happening. He almost got arrested at the Treasury, giving him a hard time. The Treasury was audited. It failed its audit. It has been taken over. Beautiful thing when you know about it. The banks are all switching over to the quantum financial system. U.S. Bank already has. Last week, Wells Fargo. I'm in there changing 20s to 100s, and the gal was taking a while, and I said, man, I'm in a little bit of a hurry. She says, please forgive me. I'm trying to figure out two computer systems here, the old one and the new one. And I said, well, is that the quantum system? She says, yeah, how do you know that? I says, because I got appointed to President Trump's quantum task force under executive order, and I turned him down. I was already on 3. How can you do more than that? So I turned him down. But I did get to go to the buildings in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, somebody said they got hit with an ad. Yeah, YouTube places the ads. I'm not clicking that from right here. I got the option to do that, but YouTube is putting them down, y'all. So y'all get the ads. That's them. But it helps the channel too. So
Most incredible buildings you ever saw in your life. Anyway.
just pay attention though. Check this shit out.
I just continue to call them. Y'all got to give me my props. Come on now, keep it 100. What did I say? It ain't good to mock God. Mock speak.
Now, so he is a resemblance to the apocalyptic scene from the 2003 movie.
And this is what they say. And you know what's the crazy part about this is, I'm gonna get there before I get there, because it's crazy to me that they planned this whole thing, right, about the Olympics and everything. They planned it down to the T. You had people look this over. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, that's amazing. That's exactly what we mean. All this symbolism and stuff. But then when everybody start to lash out and stuff, all of a sudden they want to apologize. And it's crazy about how they're apologizing like they didn't know this was going to happen. Y'all knew exactly. This is one of them situations where y'all know damn well what y'all was doing when y'all made these damn videos and y'all made it public. Like somebody had to look at that with bad intent. Like it's only one way with that.
The Animatrix, which tells the story of how mankind fell to the machines. And I looked, and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to unalive with sword, and with hunger, and with unaliveness, and with the beasts of the earth. The horse was ridden up the Seine River by a masked officer of the gendarmerie, a branch of the French armed forces responsible for public safety, policing, and maintaining order. They operate both as a military force and a police force. According to the show's designers, the gendarmerie officer riding the horse symbolizes the strength, resilience, and unity of the Olympic spirit, while underscoring the importance of security and order during such a significant international event.
Just keep watching. It's crazy.
If you don't think symbolism is real, look at what just took place during the opening ceremonies for the Olympics. Here we saw a hidden cloaked figure riding on a horse. Behind him, what would seem totally abnormal is a pair of wings. What do we know about Lucifer and his fall? Well, he was a fallen angel, and 1/3 of the angels rebelled and fell with him. Revelation 6 mentions the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. One references to a white horse as well as a pale horse. So I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and the name of him who sat on it was Death, and Hades followed with him. In Revelation 6, we're told of the beast that rides the white horse. In Revelation 13:3, it tells us, and all the world marveled and followed the beast. And what do we see here? That same cloaked figure riding a white horse. What's behind him? All the nations of the world following after him. This stuff isn't a coincidence. The imagery suggests that it's pointing exactly to the beast or the Antichrist of the book of Revelation.
Keywords where they were all together, right? Just like out there in Antarctica, right?
Something else I just discovered. So I'm sitting here like, okay, this is really weird. They're carrying the flag to the pole. She's just walking. Everybody's in fans. Everybody's doing that. This mysterious person of death. And then look at what happens when they turn the camera in a second. What do you see? Right there, people. Why is that there? Why?
No wonder.
If you understand, you understand. Wake up, people. And I rewinded just to let you know something else. Now, what's another little mystery in this, and maybe they didn't even mean to do this part, but look how when they look at the person in a different view, wow. You have a choice, people. You going for Satan, or are you going for Yeshua? Which one? Which one? Exactly.
President doubled down on their decision to part ways with the Olympics.
Well, I love Lady Gaga and Celine Dion, but I thought it was very disrespectful and sacrilegious.
Mississippians are responding to the Paris Olympics open ceremony. The ceremony not only getting backlash from viewers, but also local companies. C-Spire went to social media announcing that they are pulling advertising from the Olympics. The technology company feeling like the sporting event made a mockery of the Last Supper.
I think that's a great idea.
Some believe a portion of the Olympic Open was...
But ain't no damn way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta get that out there. Ain't no damn way. Like, y'all, ain't no way y'all didn't mean that. You feel me? But look, a lot of people might say, yeah, this is distractions and stuff. Yeah, that's why we just doing these clips to talk about it now because it's interesting, man. Like, they think they playing us or something. Like, do y'all understand, man? If we let them play with us like this, it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. They just testing the waters.
Emulating the final meal Jesus shared with his disciples before his crucifixion, saying what they saw during the performance does not align with Christian values at all.
I think it's just indicative of how the people...
That's crazy.
Step up and put their foot down. God will not be mocked.
Reality was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group. On the contrary.
Then what did you mean? I'm asking for a bunch of friends. Then what did you mean?
I think that Thomas Joly really tried to really intend to celebrate community tolerance. That was his word yesterday, and looking at the result of.
I know she like, damn, they want me to go out there and speak on the behalf of us. And the shit that we just did, that's wild. Like, imagine being the person picked to be the face of like, yeah, we fucked up.
The polls that we shared, we believe that this ambition was achieved if people
I would quit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would quit, y'all. I ain't that one that's just gonna take the L like that for us. You feel me? Like, I'm good. We're gonna all go down together. Like
any offense, we are of course really, really sorry.
Ma volonté n'est pas d'être subversif ni de me moquer.
Apologizing in different languages and shit. So wow.
Ni de choquer son.
Came forward saying that. So you may for publishing the story. My name is Tara Rodas, and thanks to the bravery of Aaron Stevenson, and thanks to Project Veritas and James O'Keefe for publishing the story, I was sitting on the Pomona Fairplex emergency intake site processing unaccompanied children. So you may know that children were coming to this country from other countries. We were taking them into the care, HHS, and then delivering them to sponsors, unvetted sponsors throughout the United States. So because one whistleblower came forward and because one organization was willing to tell the truth, I was able to then uncover and report that the U.S. government is the middleman in a large-scale, multi-billion-dollar child trafficking operation. We literally have government-sponsored, taxpayer-funded child trafficking. So one...
This old world definitely must be ending because we have a whole bunch of celebrities and tech giants that have invested in cryonics. So instead of underground bunkers, they are deciding to freeze themselves in order to revive themselves in the, near future or distant future.
Do you think that time travel is possible? You may say no, but what if we told you that there are scientists who are planning to make it happen? They want to transport people to a distant future and thousands of participants are willing. But they will not zoom through black holes. They will not travel in spaceships or fancy cars. They will be frozen. The concept is called cryonics, where a person's body is frozen in the hope that a future civilization will...
Hell nah. Y'all signing up for it?
Reanimate it. That is the eventual aim. That one day the frozen body will be rewarmed and revived. Kind of like a less gross version of mummification.
Kind of like how you store chicken in the freezer and then you decide you want to goddamn cook that shit.
With the expectation that the mummy will come back to life. Now in day-to-day medicine, freezing is already a useful technique, albeit on a smaller scale. Doctors freeze blood cells, bone marrow, sperm, and embryos. But freezing a human body, that's another ballgame. Cryonics can begin only after a person is clinically and legally dead. You cannot start freezing before that. You have to die. After death, the procedure needs to happen quickly. First, dry ice is used to keep the body at a lower temperature, so the body can be moved to a storage facility. And once that happens, the body is put in a chamber. It is infused with chemicals. The temperature is slowly lowered further below minus 130 degrees Celsius. This cold allows the cells to survive and the body is preserved.
Much like people in a long-term coma, except there's no metabolism. So to them, no time is passing. So people say, well, if they're not alive, they must be dead. Well, no, there's kind of an in-between state, which is not really alive or dead. By kind of a crude analogy, you have daytime and you have nighttime, but you also have twilight in between because they kind of shade into one another. So in our view, dying is a process, and cryonics stops that process. It puts dying on a pause and lets you go into the future where we have greater capabilities to reverse that and bring you back to life.
People like Jeff Bezos, Sam Altman, and Larry Page all have invested in cryonics, and they look forward to getting their body frozen. I'm sure you guys know about Walt Disney, but these people are talking about freezing their whole body. What do you guys think about this? Please let us know down in the comments below. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's get this shift, y'all. Peace in.
Let's see if TikTok will let the truth fly. So, fact. The Corporation of America was found guilty. It was found guilty for crimes against humanity, for genocide, and it was told that it was supposed to be expended from this land. Now, this court case that I'm speaking about is almost impossible to find right now because everything says Trump this and Trump that, right? But you want to go looking back into 2018, 2019, and research the flesh pits that were found. Okay, cool. Because there was a flesh pit that was found in Texas that was containing all of the indigenous people, all of the people of color. And so that didn't go over so well with the Moors, and because we're supposed to be protected here, right? And so what happened was, after losing that case in the Supreme Court, the American corporation was sued on behalf of we the people. Now, behind that, you have the UN, the United Nations, telling the American corporation that they needed to return everything that they took back to the people. Hence why all of the land is being turned over, right? So you need to put all these pieces together, right? So this is why we had that shutdown in 2020, right? The contract with the Moroccan Empire, which gave permission for the corporation to exist on this land, wasn't in fact re-signed because of the things that were being found. And so due to that, the corporation was shut down. If you've noticed, the White House has been up for sale since 2020. Everybody that's been in office has been fake. President Trump was the last president. The corporation was expelled after him. What he did when he bankrupted the Fed was made it so that they didn't have to.
Hey, look, I got a question for y'all. Why he talking about that? Hey, do y'all think that y'all really look? I really want to know. I'm asking for a friend, y'all. You know, we family, so y'all can go ahead and tell me the truth, all right? So let me know in the chat if you really think that Jim Carrey has been playing Biden for the past couple of years. Let me know. I want to see. Put a 1 if you think that Jim Carrey has been playing Biden. Put a 2 if you think that it's Biden. I'm just asking. I really want to see. I'm waiting. Somebody put what y'all put 3 for? Where the hell you get the 3 from? Like, where you get that from? I see y'all. Ain't like most of y'all got y'all face pictures on here. It's all good. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Okay. All right, bet. All right, we're gonna keep going. I just wanted to know.
To give back the money.
I be saying some outlandish stuff sometimes too, so it's all good. We family.
They stole from everybody. But what you're not realizing is that that was already bankrupted from the lawsuit. He was just there to make you think that it was the corporation of America that was doing these things for you. Now, if you follow the food train, right, follow the money real quick. Everybody's screaming about Nasara Jassara for you to correctly of it.
What he meant by an antichrist. But the third one, he gave us a great deal of information about him because he wanted us to do something to stop the man. He said, in the Bible, in the book of Revelation, and other books in the Old Testament, the people saw the same things that he saw. The prophets did. They only put them in their symbolism they could understand in their time, but they all saw the same thing.
Appreciate it.
And that the man he refers to as the Antichrist is the number 666 in the book of Revelation, called the beast. So you must remember
the four quarters in several Bibles.
Even the sophisticated structures created by an advanced civilization known as the Sang-Sing-Dui. The manuscripts specifically mentioned that the Sang-Sing-Dui, who had advanced knowledge of astronomy and engineering, built the pyramids to align perfectly with celestial bodies and to harness cosmic energy. However, once the Sang-Sing-Dui left, their knowledge was hidden, and the true purpose of the Chinese pyramids was concealed to keep this powerful technology from being misused.
What was that loud boom over New York and New Jersey?
Turns out it was Godzilla. Just kidding. No, it was a small meteor. Loud noise was heard in parts of Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens yesterday morning. One man even reported seeing a ball of fire in the sky while sitting in his office.
He wasn't alone. There were up to 20 possible sightings documented. NASA Meteor Watch says that the meteor was small, traveling at 34,000 miles an hour, but because of the speed, it heated up, generating what is called a fireball.
And something, when it's moving that fast, of course, heats up and it begins to ablate, just like a spacecraft re-entering the atmosphere. You expect to see a meteor at night, not during the day. So this was a rare daylight fireball.
The meteor was first sighted at Upper Bay, then passed over the Statue of Liberty.
Boy, I tell you something about New York, ain't it? It's just such a coinky ding. Boy, they getting meteorites and everything. Boy,
and then disintegrated 29 miles in the air over.
It's sinking. They got them big ass rats out there too, boy. Look, I'm originally from New York, so I know too. Like, them rats is ratting out there different. Them rats look like dogs. Like, that is rough out there. Let that water rise. Oh man, you already know how I feel about it being out there in Florida, like all the stuff that's in the water. Like, I probably pass out before anything get to me in the water like that, because I done seen so many like shark movies and crocodile movies, but they got them rats out there in the water. I couldn't do that either. I'd probably pass out too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Midtown.
Cook says because of how small it was, there are likely no pieces of the fireball that you might happen to find.
I don't play with them rats like that.
On a Manhattan sidewalk. At first, people probably thought it was Tony Stark, the Avengers, racing overhead, and then they realized, no, it's something else. Then they went back to whatever they were doing, eating a slice of pizza.
Right. I loved your comment how, like, they were
describing a town in New Jersey state, which neighbors New York.
Why would Satan torture and burn people for disobeying the same God he disobeyed?
Yeah, that's true. Why would Satan discipline you for going against what God said? On some real shit, though.
No, why would he torture the people that did what he wanted you to do?
Right. You think it'd be like a fucking party, dude.
Holy smokes, you're not going to believe this, but...
You almost became a dinosaur, and the news is not telling you how big this event could have been. You almost became a dinosaur, meaning a thing of the past.
Like, at this point, from what we just seen, we just catching up on what I've missed these past couple of weeks. Meteorites and everything. So what else we miss? A volcano eruption? Man, God. Boy. Look, man, life just out here life. And look, like I said, enjoy, have fun. You feel me? But do y'all believe the theory if Yellowstone erupts, right? Do you believe that it'll have enough force? Because we could be wrong. I'm just saying. I would love to think that it's some room for error for them to, be wrong as hell, wrong and strong. You feel me? And we just be right. The shit blow up and it only affects a city or something like that, and it doesn't do something to the world. Do y'all really believe the mathematics and the calculations of what they say this thing can do?
And the news is not telling you guys how epic this event was. What am I talking about? Yellowstone National Park, right? They said there was an eruption, an explosion. That volcano had an explosion. And it wasn't the big one, but it was something that hasn't happened in many, 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 many years. Guys, we are being distracted while something happened a couple days ago that could have ended everything that's going on right now. I want you guys to go look up what scientists have said, what would have happened if Yellowstone, that volcano, would have erupted. We would not be here talking about politics. We wouldn't be here talking about people, cops doing dumb stuff. We wouldn't be talking about none of that because me, you, the animals, everything on this planet would not be here. Guys, I've had a reflection, a revelation since that day. And my mind is telling me to live every day like it could be your last. Guys, if you're not living the life that you want to live, start today. Because we are in a time in history when the weather is out of control. Mother Nature could do anything at any point in time. And we're sitting here worried about things that don't actually matter. Live your life. Live your life. Because as of 2 days ago, there could have been a dark cloud over this entire planet. Darkness, total darkness for our future. Guys, make sure that you're doing what you want to do in your life right now and that you will not regret not being the person, not living the life or doing the things that you want to do in your life, because no day is guaranteed to you. And this is not to be negative, it's just history. Every civilization had some type of catastrophic event that only a certain amount of people survived. Or species, humans, things had to evolve to even operate in that new society. And we almost had one of those with Yellowstone. Peace and love and deuces.
What will the beast system look like in the final days? The beast system is a global political and economic structure that exercises significant control over nations and individuals. It may involve a centralized authority with substantial influence and power. Revelation 13, 16, 18 mentions the mark of the beast, without which people cannot buy or sell. This mark is often interpreted symbolically, representing allegiance to the oppressive system. The beast system is religious deception, with false prophets and a false religious system that leads people away from true worship. There may be an attempt to replace genuine spirituality with a distorted form of worship. The beast system is often linked to persecution against believers. Revelation 13 describes the beast making war against the saints and overcoming them. This is interpreted by some as a period of intense religious persecution. Some interpretations view the beast system as a form of totalitarian rule, where individual freedoms are curtailed and dissent is suppressed. This may involve advanced surveillance technologies and a loss of personal privacy. The final days will be marked by global upheaval, natural disasters, and societal chaos. The beast system may arise in the midst of these crises, offering itself as a solution to restore order.
A cow or a chicken, they only exist for one purpose: to be a food supply. There are no cows in the forest. There are no chickens on the Serengeti running wild. Chickens exist to be nothing but hot wings. Cows exist to be nothing but steak. But to the cow, it doesn't understand this. It believes whatever social thing it's doing, by getting up every day grazing or whatever thing it does, or it is made to do, is its life. It believes when it has calves, it's just procreating for something that will be here and that could be here. Not that it's making another steak just so you can entertain yourself on a Friday night on your date as you enjoy your steak or your whatever. It is just nothing but food. And it's hard for us to accept that we can be the same thing here. Nothing but food to a cosmic source. See,
according to Commonwealth records, this planet was seeded by brass axe industries roughly 100,000 years ago. Human DNA spliced with indigenous species to evolve a fertile population. Once the population exceeds the planet's ability to sustain it, it's considered ripe for harvest.
It comes from people. Each unit is refined from approximately 100 human beings. Your planet is a farm, Jupiter. Not like butchering a herd of cattle.
Why they all call this quest the Devil's Errand? Why they either quit their research or are driven insane by it? Easy. The secret, Al. The last ingredient of the stone. It's 5 human beings.
Hey, what's the matter? The only variance is the number of sacrifices required.
Number of sacrifices?
A fallen city, or an entire tribe lost to genocide. Atrocities of war so horrific, all that remain are the graves. Tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands of misplaced souls. In the hands of a skilled alchemist, these lost souls are brought together, forged into the Philosopher's Stone.
So this is one of Oprah's favorites. She says it's a miracle fountain of youth and her magic wrinkle cure. So I'm going to put a little on your hand.
I'll do that. Oprah did.
Yeah, Oprah did it. All right, so here, we're going to rub it right in.
How come it's red?
I'll show you in a sec, Steve. So this is made from growth hormones of... But so it's made from human foreskin. I'm sorry, Steve.
You tell Oprah this what's on her face?
She knows.
She knows.
She knows. There were a couple protesters about it because they are cells from baby foreskin.
Oh, baby foreskin.
That makes it better.
Now, y'all can think what Orlando Brown be talking about is a bunch of acamarackets, but I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no wrong with that man. Hollywood been telling us this. And they getting their ideas from biblical scripture.
They'd rather have a person that will, be on the street and stop being on the street, and then they meet them, and then, they trade souls, and I traded souls to be able to do what I wanted to do.
Now, the credit for that video goes to Cam Capone. There's a whole interview out there. Y'all go watch it. But he telling us right in our face. Now, listen to this.
The other side, how can I know that I'm a star, and then I have with somebody, knowing I'm going to trade power with somebody, knowing that I'm going to be them for at least about maybe a year or two, 7 years or whatever the case may be, and then I get it back, and so it's like I didn't do anything, they did it.
Now, I had a few of y'all come back and tell me to watch the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington, and it's going to explain everything that Orlando Brown be talking about. Now, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know what happens in this movie, click off the video. 1, 2, you've been warned. So basically, in this movie, there's a slash-slinging hasher that's getting ready to get put to the underground in the sleep, in the slammer. You know what I mean? When he's on this blank road. And he's singing this song, Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about by the Rolling Stones? And really, it's not him. He is being possessed by a fallen angel. And that fallen angel is Azazel. Now, I'm not going to say his real name because I'm not about to summon him to my life. But throughout this movie, the fallen angel Azazel is taunting Denzel Washington because he cannot possess him. So Azazel goes around possessing everyone around him and causing people to slash, sling, hash each other. You know what I'm saying? Including Denzel Washington's brother. But every time he would come around, he would sing that same song. Time is on my side. You know what I'm talking about? So basically what I'm saying is when Orlando Brown is telling these stories about these celebrities and who they really are, like when he said that he was really Martin Luther King and Martin Lawrence to really Cat Williams and all this stuff, he is recognizing the fallen angels or the demons in these people because a demon needs a host to survive. It goes from person to person carrying the same gift. I mean, you ever seen a person with a gift that used to have a gift a long time ago, like they could sing or something, and then you see them now and they can't sing no more? You be like, what happened to your gift? Why you ain't on top no more? You know what I'm saying? Because God don't give gifts grudgingly. Once you got it, you got it. It ain't no takesy backsies with God. He gonna give it to you, you gonna keep it. But if it's an enemy or a demon, that's gonna jump from person to person. But then at the end of the movie, we find out that the reason why Azazel was after Denzel Washington is because he could not possess him because he was too pure at heart. So he possessed everyone else around him. But the whole time, in order for Azazel to stay alive, he needed a host. Orlando Brown be talking about these people. I think they're hosts. And in my opinion, if folks would stop thinking people crazy and putting on theatrics, maybe it is some theatrics. But if you look past religion and look at the spirit, ain't no demon or fallen angel out here trying to make sure your arm fall off, okay? They don't care about your flesh. What they care about is your spirit. And that's where you're going to be attacked at with the things that you like and love and trading things for gifts and fame and notoriety so you can have the carnal stuff. But all of that is for exchange of your soul. Allegedly, of course. Y'all up in the tizzy head.
Before there was history, there was our story, an epic saga of star heritage where the past and future collide. In a distant future, humanity's destiny is forever altered by one single event. They called it the Awakening.
Video from the Navy showing pyramid-shaped objects flying in the sky over the Air Force Base.
The future of the human species hangs in the balance. As one eon falls, another one rises. From the visionary creator Jimmy Starseed comes a tale of courage, unity, and survival. As we step onto the galactic stage, we uncover ancient rivalries, hidden truths, and forgotten mysteries. In a struggle for the very essence of humanity, we must forge our destiny among the stars with those who come from a future beyond our own.
This ship is going down. Hold on tight.
Rise of the Ninth Anu.
It terrified everybody in the area. The back of this craft opened up, and
this fall, witness the ultimate clash of civilizations. A visionary which blends the worlds of history and science fiction. Prepare to embark on an adventure beyond imagination. Planet Risk. Our fate. Our legacy. Our story.
This is an abundant pattern that exists throughout the universe. It's not a rare thing, okay? And according to a lot of these indigenous cultures, we are an abandoned seed planet. And a lot of the reasons why these UFOs are being demystified and debunked, and they're trying to throw little, oh, we don't know what they are. They could be this, they could be that, they could be swamp dust, whatever. Is because a lot of these UFOs have black people flying them. Have black people flying in them. That's what Dave Chappelle was trying to allude to, and that's what I was alluding to a year ago on your show. What we look like here is everywhere out there. This is an abundant pattern that exists throughout the universe. It's not a rare thing, okay? And according to a lot of these indigenous cultures, we are an abandoned seed planet. And a lot of the reasons why these UFOs are being...
In the vast and often mysterious world of scientific research, few discoveries capture the imagination as profoundly as the concept of entities that exist outside of our realm. Dr. Daniel Nems, a pioneering scientist and researcher, stands at the forefront of this intriguing field. Nems is renowned for his creation of an innovative energy device known as energy vision, which, according to his claims, can photograph these mysterious entities. Dr. Daniel Nems is a scientist with a background in quantum physics and energy research. Nems devoted his career to exploring the intersections of energy, matter, and dimensions beyond our conventional understanding. He soon became fascinated by theories of parallel dimensions and alternate realities. Oddly enough, despite publishing these findings, there is a scarcity of information available on him, and the majority of his work has been wiped from the internet. As a result, some have suggested that shortly after sharing these discoveries, he vanished. Nems' interest in this research was partly inspired by the pioneering work of theoretical physicists who posited the existence of multiple dimensions beyond the familiar three-dimensional space. Driven by curiosity and a desire to push the boundaries of human knowledge, Nems began experimenting with novel energy devices aimed at detecting and interacting with these unseen realms. Energy Vision, the groundbreaking device developed by Daniel Nems, represents the culmination of years of research and experimentation. The device combines principles from quantum mechanics, electromagnetism, and advanced imaging technology to purportedly capture images of entities existing in dimensions parallel to our own. Energy vision consists of a sophisticated array of sensors and emitters that generate and detect specific frequencies of electromagnetic energy. These frequencies are theorized to resonate with the energy signatures of these beings, making them visible to the device's sensors. The captured data is then processed by advanced algorithms to produce visual images, which are displayed on a high-resolution screen. The device operates by emitting a controlled burst of energy into a defined area and then scanning the area for any anomalies in the energy field. According to NEMS, these mysterious beings interact with these energy fields in ways that are detectable by...
You know what, though? If they were to come on TV and show us something like this and tell y'all the truth and be like, hey, shit like this is like watching you while you in the bathroom taking a shit, that would really bother me. That would like shake the foundation of what we know. You know, that's that one area when you go into the bathroom and you going to chill and you by yourself. It's a chance to recharge, get some shit out your system literally, and relax, watch some videos maybe, you know, or read something. Maybe even meditate while you down there taking you a dumper. You feel me? Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. But if you knew that something was in the bathroom watching you and was manipulating the environment around you, making you eat some bullshit that got your ass on fire like that, I would feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, that'll fuck the game up right there in so many different ways. See, I think deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be bothered. I'll do nothing in peace no more. That'll make everybody go on a straight and narrow. Ain't no way that you gonna get in there. Y'all seen them videos where people, y'all seen what was happening to people that had like online jobs and they be having meetings and then they forget that they camera on and they get it cracking. Or did you see the dude that popped out the lotion right after the meeting and he was about to get it stroking and everybody was still in the meeting but he forgot? I like my privacy. That's all I'm trying to say. That's real talk though. That'll mess the game up.
Energy vision.
That's why a lot of
sensors.
people don't want this shit to be true. They know they did some bullshit. Somebody witnessed it, yeah.
The resulting images reveal shapes and forms that do not correspond to any known physical entities,
and they look
suggesting
like that.
the presence of beings from other dimensions. If the device's capabilities are validated, the implications for science and our understanding of the universe would be profound. The ability to photograph these entities would provide tangible evidence for the existence of parallel dimensions, supporting theories that have long been speculative. This breakthrough could revolutionize fields such as physics, cosmology, and even
Yo, check this out. You hear that? That's static electricity when I reach my hand out over the edge. Wish I could shoot lightning bolts out of my fingers. This is wild. Crazy being up on the top of a mountain in a thunderstorm. But check out that view down there. That is awesome. Absolutely beautiful out here, and the rain is kind of going sideways and up. Look at the hammer. Ooh, man, that just shocked me. Ouch. Probably not safe to be up here, but here we are. I paid $20 to get in. I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Have y'all ever seen this video right here? Now, somebody sent this to me, so a lot of these videos y'all be sending to me, so I'm throwing them on these videos. I don't see how that can be real and nobody like that ain't went super viral. It got 59,000 likes on it though. Hold on, I'm gonna run it back. Ain't no damn way nobody ain't tell me about that. You feel me? But then what if we like that's not real? And then it's really real because it look real, but I think it's CGI. I think they playing with our top right now. Hey, that's messed up, man. We got trust issues. See, I don't get creeped out by UFOs, but when they going slow like that, if it was real, they trying to traffic somebody. That gotta be a black person pilot in this damn ship. They going slow. They about to go do a drive-by on somebody. They about to pull up on somebody's hood and destroy some shit. Like when they don't give a damn and they just don't care that you see them anymore. That's why I don't believe this one either. This got to be CGI because they don't give a damn no more. They pulling up on ops and everything, in broad daylight. But I don't think that's real. Y'all think it's real? Like no fucks was given. I don't think that's real. Somebody sent me this again.
And take a video and look at whether or not there is an artificial artifact added to it or not.
No, I ain't posting in a
minute.
minute.
In this case, we can definitively say to a degree of scientific certainty that this entity, this thing in the video is there in the physical reality in which the Kenmore family is also there. Like this is so critical because you can clearly see through the slots in the fence that there is a leg motion moving from the right to the left side of the screen. And clearly it is behind there. So this isn't just like a head floating in space. This is a head of that is somehow that does not have full opacity, that the opacity of the head of the shadow is only at about 33% opacity versus a normal shadow, which would be at 100% opacity, or an object in the screen, which is at 100%. And this isn't anything that you did. It's just what you were able to determine that this shadow being, or this being in the shadows, possibly creating its own shadow or smoky filter or cloaking technique, is not only cloaking itself from the people there, but cloaking itself from the camera itself, in that it's minimizing our ability to identify pixels inside of that shadow.
This was captured over the skies of Nagpur, India on July 7, 2024. It's dozens of light sets traveling, making a large circle shape. This is another strange phenomenon that I've been seeing these past few days. Let me know your thoughts, comment below.
Alright, now. Hey, no cap. Now, I done seen something like that, but not to that extent. I've seen something in person. You said distraction? That's a distraction? It's a hell of a damn distraction. Because I'm pretty sure you saying that distraction stuff on the internet right now. But you walked outside right now in the dark and you seen that over the top of your house. You're not going to be saying, oh, yeah, that's just a distraction. That's not what you're going to say. That's cap. How many of y'all right now? I would love I would love this. Make sure you record yourself doing that if that ever happened to you. That's crazy. Cause I know I talk a lot of junk, but if I walked out and that was over the top of my house doing that right there, I'm not gonna be saying that's a distraction. I'm not gonna take that well. I'm not gonna like that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. They can take that bullshit down the street somewhere else. Said that's a distraction. Gas cap.
What? What? Holy shit. Holy shit.
Somebody said fake. Nah, I don't think that's fake. I don't think that one in particular is fake. I mean, it is strange because the lights are not emanating from the ground. We can clearly see that. It's from something inside of the cloud. I don't think that one was fake though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Dude, what? What? They're getting brighter.
Nah, he tripping.
What is that?
Those is planes, man.
May 13th in Central Texas. Look at
my nigga out there. He done hit the blank and freaked out. He looking at planes coming in with the light fracting off the planes. I see planes all the time out here. That's what that looked like to me. But I ain't look, man.
that day.
He got to put that weed down.
It's even going through the clouds. What do you guys think about this?
Call that one because I do know we got technology that can do that for sure. I've seen it on planes where you can make planes invisible. That's easy. That's been done a long time ago. So I can just imagine. Well, we got the UFO and the Space Force.
What is that?
Respond while we're watching them.
Alright.
How do you track them?
There's 2 more black dots. Cody.
I think I've seen this
Oh,
one
what
right
the
before.
crap?
You
Is
look
that a
at him.
guy? What the frick?
What the fuck?
What was that?
He's walking creepy.
Dude, that was a skinwalker. What?
Follow him.
I videoed it. What the frick?
I'm gonna go get my gun.
That was a skinwalker.
No. What?
What the hell was that? Didn't see nothing. All right.
Okay, this UFO sighting took place in Tampa, Florida, supposedly in June of 2023. Now, is this AI or is this real? Because if this is real, that is definitely something not from here. Or should I say, it's definitely NHI. So they form this triangular formation here. And then you'll see as they take off, they turn into this craft. That is phenomenal. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it AI? I was told it was near the ocean where this was located. So let's watch it one more time and see what's going on. I'm going to shut up for a minute. You guys can watch it.
This is caca right here. This is some bullshit UFO, right? Damn, I can't believe he entertaining that. That's crazy.
Real or fake? Tell me in the comments.
Hey, especially when it lit up. Especially when that shit lit up. Stop playing with me, man.
What you think?
I walk out the house on that one and look up and be like, oh yeah, that's a distraction for sure.
This was captured outside of a man's house from Texas on a Ring camera, catching something pretty extraordinary of a supposed alien craft which caused bright lights that lit up the whole entire street. Could this be some type of alien abduction or possible lens flare glitch? Let me know your thoughts and comment below.
The hell? Pause it on that. Yo.
Lit up the whole street. Look how big this thing is.
Yo.
This is a recent trending video of a possible short 3 to 4 foot extraterrestrial gray being that was filmed at a home security camera reportedly captured on March 29th, 2024 from the Skinwalker Ranch. Now, this image is one of the clearest ones I've seen thus far of one of these beings. Take a look at this quick video clip and image, and let me know your thoughts and comment below.
Something exploded and now this is in the sky.
Oh, look.
What is that? What is that?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God. Something exploded. What is that? I can't. I'm recording. I don't want to move. I got to record this. What is that? Oh,
Goddamn, her legs don't even work no more. You know that's real.
it left. The light left. What the?
Why is it just going here? Nobody's here. Just me and Hero. And this motherfucking thing's in the air. It just launched from somewhere.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That last one looked kind of like looked kind of strange. But look, don't get fooled by everything. But I mean, I think Blue Beam is definitely a real thing. I don't know if they're gonna even have to use that to scare a lot of these people that's out here on the internet nowadays. You know, you show them some real clips of some things that could be possibly true that correlates with, you know, weird topics and stuff like that. They get real scared when something is not as what they think and what they've been told, man. But what we learned in life is we've been lied to a lot, you know what I'm saying? So we get on these videos, we have a good time, you know, and don't take this shit too serious, you know, don't take life too serious. Just get out here, you know what I'm saying, step into your purpose and do your thing, you know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing a lot lately. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that's about to happen with me in the future, so y'all gonna see a change. I'm about to do a you know, for reasons of my own, for like practicing more with my spirituality and stuff. I'm gonna do like a 30-day detox cleanse if y'all want to do it with me. So I'm gonna be doing a 30-day and I'm gonna be on like a juice cleanse if y'all want to join, you know, so we can share our experiences. But I'm gonna be vlogging that too, so we'll give y'all like everything that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be working out and stuff too on it. So that's another thing that I'm gonna be doing. But look, let's get into this giveaway. Smash that like button. Let's get like 5,000 likes in here, y'all. I appreciate it if y'all can smash that like button. I appreciate y'all rocking with me late. Let me get to this screen. I already got all the names and stuff plugged in, so all I gotta do is press the button on this joint. Hold on. Yeah. Boom. Alright. So look. So these people right here that win these drawings, make sure that y'all hit me up through email so we can go through my verification process. So this one right here is for the first tier group. This is gonna pick one person. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? Let me make sure that I can see this on the live. All right, bet. I know I got a lot of tabs open. Mind your damn business though. All right. I'm one of those people. I keep a million tabs open. Ain't no shame in my game though. Let me be great. Okay, congratulations. Hit me up so you can get your prize. And the pot was 1,300, y'all. The pot was 1,300. But I might give out a little bit more than that though to the winners. Make sure you got that name. You hit me up. I already know who you are because you're a channel member. I can see your email that you signed up with and everything too. So yeah, I can see your name and everything. So let's get it. If this is your name, look, don't come faking and stuff. You disqualify yourself. I ban you from ever trying to get another prize, man. If this is not you and you try to claim the prize, look. All right, let's move on to the next. Who's gonna be the winner of this? What the hell name? Oh, see, I just copy and paste the names that's on the list. But damn, that's all right. Congratulations to the winners. I'm giving away more money that's actually in the pot to these people. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and give them a hand, and we'll be doing this in the next like 23 days. 24 days. Yeah, so congratulations to y'all, man. But yeah, how many of y'all gonna join me on this journey? How many days y'all think y'all can make it on the juice detox? Yeah. Look, I'm gonna be on that joint hard though. Yep, I'm just reading the chat. But look, I'm gonna be up out of this joint, man. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Make sure y'all got those notifications on. They unsubscribe people from channels daily. You know, just make sure y'all do that if y'all ain't do anything, you know, so y'all can get these notifications. I'm gonna be dropping QR codes and videos coming up soon for different prizes as well, you know, for different parts of the video. If you make it to a certain part, I'm gonna be doing that. But look, I'm just finding better ways that I can, you know, keep building this community and look, keep giving back, keep sharing that energy that y'all share with me. But look, I'll see you on the next video. And like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. And I'm out though. Make sure y'all hit up my Instagram because I'm about to do a Q&A.